Hi everyone, today I'm here to talk about the Nintendo Direct of today. That was not an E3 after all. That was a joke. It was just, it was depressing as can be. It was just awful. Flat out awful. I didn't see anything. I mean, what's the deal, Nintendo? I know that I know that you're getting ready for the next console. I know that the Wii U for you it's dead. You don't want to see it anymore in the market. You don't think about it as your main way to make profit. But I mean, why? Why you do this? Why do you even bother to make a digital event? You might as well just make some trailers for your games and call it a day, and that will be it. But why bother and put on a show like that one live? That was disgusting. That was awful. That was a piece of crap. I'm being real with you. I know that you already realized that, and I know that you apologize for that, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't get the fact that you did post it and use it as E3 material. I know you're showing Star Fox. Nice. But what else? 3DS spin-off games? And where's that famous third-party rumor that came out from Nintendo Canada? Where's the third-party collaborations? Where's the third-party games? Come on, where's even the first-party games? You got nothing. Pretty much nothing. It was a joke. It was horrible. It was not E3 at all. That was a Nintendo Direct. And well, I know many Nintendo Directs that did better than that. Uh, you know, I was expecting to see a huge E3 at 2015, but this was not even okay or close to that. This was not even close to meh. This was awful, as I just mentioned. You got Animal Crossing games, which nobody was expecting to see. You can save those. You can save those for your Nintendo Directs. You can save that that Zelda game for the Nintendo Directs, and of course you can save the Amiibo stuff for Nintendo Directs. But for E3 Nintendo, you need to pull out the guns. You need to throw the bombs. You need to show the support to your fans. But what you did right there was just a joke. Just showing one game, pretty much, that we really knew about. I know it's good to know, to see a trailer, but we knew about that game already. And you really didn't announce anything at all. Metroid Prime, that game that you're going to develop, the Zelda game doesn't even really count. You could say that the Zelda game kinda does count, but come on. Do you think that that's a great game? That was something that we were expecting or something like that. It's awful. It's bad. It's something that you don't want to see at all. Coming especially from a company like you. It's so sad to see that you are doing this. What happened? What went wrong with that E3? What was your plan? It's almost like if you were trying to troll us all the time and make this just as if you were little kids trying to make fun of your fans. I mean the real fans, of course, not fanboys. But really, going all the way out, putting those games, come on. I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, I was expecting to see something huge. I was hyped for this E3. I mean, it was about time to see you making a great E3, and now that we know that we're going to be getting very soon a new console, I thought you were going to make a great ending and a great episode for the last game way before the Wii U. But it seems like you're doing things even wrong. Even more. Even Sega did a better job with the Dreamcast back then when they know that there was their last console. I know that you have the money and the resources to do it, but you don't do it. Just spend all the money and the cheapest stuff making toys right now. Just focusing on amiibos and cheap and easy to develop games. You don't get to serious stuff on the Wii U. And I don't want to see Hyper HD games. At this point, I would even love to see the Wii graphics. But games, putting the games out is important. How do you think you're going to survive or make a good appearance or hype the people up for your next console if the last console that you just had on the market sucked? It's a very, very bad situation. And right now, you don't even deserve to have the management of the company when it comes to games. I think that what you want to do right now is to leave up this to a new team and work on your freaking toys. And if you want to, you can start a new show for the Muppets. But do it on your free time. Do it when you have the time to do it, when you have the resources, and when you are just bored of making games. But you're not making games. You're not focusing on the stuff that is important. You don't make games and you don't bring games. So how is it going to be? Are you done? Are you gonna quit? What's the deal? What's the deal, Nintendo? So many franchises, and why? What? You're holding them back. You have all your franchises in the back, in the past all the way there. You don't use them. You only make more toys and develop shitty games. Where was the E3? There was no Nintendo at E3 this time around. That was not Nintendo at E3. There was crap at E3. This is nothing. And it's sad. Very sad. We're expecting to see the games as your fans, to support you, to see what is going on with you. But you're out of touch. Out of everything. To start first making cards, then bring on the games. Great. I've defended you, and I like you, and I know that you're a great game developer. But what happens when you stop making the games? You lose it all. You basically become nothing. And that's what you are right now. You're nothing. At this point, you have none. There's no respect towards you. Because you didn't respect us. Didn't respect no one with that presentation. Even the last year presentation was way better, and I thought it was bad. To be honest, I thought it was bad, the last E3 year presentation. But this one, come on. I have to give you an award for this? For the worst presentation ever? Just getting there, Nintendo. Making it even worse. And worse and worse with you. And at this point, 2016, I don't really think they're going to make better than this. Only if you make a huge change, that may happen. But for that to happen, it's just like a miracle. I don't know, it's likely you need a freaking fairy to get to you and spray you some magic stuff in your head and make you feel like new persons that stop thinking about toys and apologizing for everything. Come on, Nintendo. Do you really want to go through this route? This is not your business. That's a bad point. You're looking just right now to be a greedy company, getting money, selling those Amiibo figurines like crazy, and leaving the games, which were the ones that made you what you are, or what you were, sorry. And right now you're getting just worse, worse, and even worse. I almost want to say you're going to be going to rest in peace, because this is no joke, Nintendo. This was E3 and you wasted it. You wasted your opportunity to redeem yourselves, to show that you support your fans. And you just made us buy a $300 joke. You did not support it. You did not show the commercials. And I respect the Wii U, don't get me wrong. I have games for it. I love the console, I love the concept of having that second screen to play games. But you didn't use its potential. The Wii U was the console for the RPGs. It had the potential to be a great RPG console. And then Shin Megami Tensei, Fire Emblem. That's exactly what happened today. That's exactly what happened today. That game looked up to be a great game with great concepts. You get here Fire Emblem, and then here Shin Megami Tensei. You mash that up and you imagine to become something that is going to be respected. But what you did right there with those two franchises was BS. And I'm honest with you, I don't care about any other people that says that, oh no, but it's okay. No, that's not okay. It's okay if you start differently, but if you have something that is war and demons, and you become something like, you know, that kind of stuff. And it's not hate towards you, the people that like that kind of, you know, stuff, but in Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei, that does not make sense at all. At all. Out. Strike. Third strike. Out. You get out of here with that kind of stuff. Because that's not how it should be done. I mean, for real. This is not a game right now. Sorry for that. And of course, we're talking about a major event like E3 going to waste, being another Nintendo Direct. That was not that was not a digital event. That was not E3 at all. That was a Nintendo Direct, and as I mentioned before, one of the very worst ones that exist. I don't know what to say at this point. I don't know. I may just as well start looking elsewhere. But I'm a in this generation the only console that I have is the Wii U. I didn't get Xbox One. I didn't get also Xbox. PlayStation 4. But at least I have a PC. But that's besides the point. I'm talking about right now gaming and console developers, the big three, and Nintendo. You're looking very, very bad. Even I don't know what to say. I mean, at this point, I may want to continue for you to hear, to know this message, to know that you're doing everything, if not, sorry, almost everything, if not everything. You're doing everything incorrectly. At this point, you may want to do a second division to develop your games, and another division to focus on toys, because this is bad. Right now you're happy because you're making money, cash. But what is going to happen in the future, Nintendo? Tell me what you're going to do when you lose your respect for what you are supposed to be doing, which is develop games. You're going to be done for being stubborn, from being disrespectful, close-minded, idiots. Sorry for the word, but that's the best way to say that. That's exactly what they are. So there's no way to change. They are idiots. They didn't get the point. Even Sony and Xbox and Microsoft showed them how to do it one day before, and even after that conference, they didn't get the point. What do you need to do, Nintendo? At this point, I don't really give a shit if you fire Reggie and Satoru Iwata and Shigeru. Fire them. Get new freshmen. People with new ideas. A new president here in America, a new president in Japan that unite together and are always in touch, and a new Shigeru Miyamoto, a new person that has the same ideology but has a fresh mindset with more modern ideas, with achievements, with a good system for the console, good specs, functionalities. And I know that you may say you can do it on the PC or you can do it on your laptop, but if you have a console that can do that, it's not bad. It's going to be useful too. The Wii U, it's just mirrors and games. There's no features, okay, Netflix. But compare those to the functionalities that have the Xbox One and PS4, and the Wii U stays dry. Dry as the desert that you never want to be in. This is more like a rant towards Nintendo at this point, because it's not because I bought the Wii U and I am of course not happy about it. Of course I'm not happy about the fact that they hyped us for that console, and in the end they did not perform as we wanted them to perform or what we were expecting. But this video is for Nintendo to wake up. I know it sounds like very, very impossible, but at this point, that's what I really want to happen. It may never happen, but I'll give it a chance again. And I hope that you watch this, Nintendo. At least I don't know if you're trying to spy on channels to take videos down about but watch this critique. Watch this and hear this critique, because we're screwing up everything. Management, developing, even the release dates. We're taking too long to get the games out. Come on, Fire Emblem. Release date 2016. What's the point? 2016 what? Winter? Summer? Autumn? Spring? What is it going to be? Well, thank you everyone for watching. This was basically my rant towards Nintendo in this Nintendo Direct. Thank you very much.